I watched Annihilation. Annihilation is a 2018 film directed by Garland, who was a writer. He turned director. His first feature was Ex Machina, another very good science fiction film starring Oscar Isaac and Domhnall Gleeson, General Hux. Really great, you should check that out if you've never seen it before. He's becoming a major science fiction talent, and we're in a period of resurgence in science fiction at the moment, I think, with great films like Blade Runner 2049, a film like, a TV show like The Expanse, for example, which has a lot of depth to it. That's just been renewed for a 4th season at Amazon. So as a science fiction fan, we've got a lot to enjoy at the moment, and Annihilation is just another example of this science fiction resurgence. I was a little bit hesitant going into this film, being a fan of the book that the film was based on, so Jeff Vandermeer's Annihilation. It's actually a trilogy of books. The first book, Annihilation, which this film is based on, is the best one of all of them. But the way that Jeff writes is quite economic, so the characters don't have names, they're just referred to by their occupations, and the way that the Area X, which is called the Shimmer in the film, is described is in a way which requires the reader's imagination, and as such, when something is then adapted and turned into a film, your imagination could be very different to the filmmaker's imagination. So I was a little bit worried that that would be completely different to what I had imagined, and then affect my enjoyment of this film. It didn't affect my enjoyment at all though, because I think Garland really understood what Jeff was going for with his novel. The way that everything that happens in the Shimmer is shown visually, it has a beauty to it, there's a danger. I don't really want to give much away because there are so many wonderful details in this film that really elevate the entire idea. And that was done so well. The elements of biology that's brought into this science fiction context is done in a way which is thoughtful. It's a very thoughtfully made film. The performances are great. Natalie Portman, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Tessa Thompson. I wasn't a big fan of Oscar Isaac's character, but I think he was purposely being downplayed because of the great characters that were at the forefront, so those 3 actors. So that's not really a problem. Oscar Isaac, he did a fine job. I just think it perhaps isn't the best display of his own acting talents. I think my biggest complaint about the entire film, and this is a bit of an unfair complaint, is that it wasn't distributed in the cinema. So it didn't get a cinema release, it was put out on Netflix. And I can't think of a film that would have looked better in the cinema than Annihilation. Everything about this film would reward being seen on the biggest screen possible with the best sound system. I mean, the sound design in this film was really well constructed, the cinematography was beautiful, the way everything was graded worked so well. It's just such a shame. I'd love to see this film in a cinema setting, and I hope at some point independent cinemas in the UK like Picture House and Curzon will give this film a cinematic release, because and I would jump at the chance to see it in that format. A great science fiction film. You owe it to Garland, to science fiction, to go and check this out, and I really hope Garland continues to make science fiction films, because he is clearly a talent with this kind of genre cinema. Amazing.